They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. He's going to look deep for more. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Following the interception, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Throwing is Cousins. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this 1st quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Second and 10. He finds Smith out of the backfield. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. They'll look to throw again. 20! Oh, some strong running. Touchdown, Chargers. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here's Dillon. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's more. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Steps. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Second and 1. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Broncos get there and take him down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. And that is incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quiddy Pay. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Looking to throw. Again, he finds more. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll run for it with Dillon. And this time he is in. A.J. Dillon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Tuck Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They'll get that complete to Alberto. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Cousins now to throw on first down. That's complete. Okuebuna. Room here to run. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Final play of the half, Cousins. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense.
It got his man complete.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Anthony Schwartz, 89 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Cousins will try and throw. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 99 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On the handoff, this is Dillon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Dillon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 8 coming up. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And a tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Again, it'll be Dillon.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now it's Patterson.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So, for the Chargers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
When he has tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys drop the mask up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot.